Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, y'all, my name is Tina. I do a lot of different budgeting videos, reviews of things. I do savings challenges, sinking funds, all of that stuff, you name it. It's time to close out my January bills and I need to track every penny that I spent for the month using my trusty bill tracker, which we will do today. So I will be showing you how I categorize with highlighters, which are these, and I will break it all down to stay on top of my low income budget. Now, if you love budgeting, cash stuffing, and finding ways to manage money better, you're pretty much, I'm not even gonna say pretty much, you're in the right place. All right, guys, so let's go ahead, let's dive into it. So let's go ahead and hop into my monthly bill tracker. So which is this lovely page right here. Where can I put my little clip here? So these are all of my bills for the month. So I've already logged all the bills and expenses for the month. Now it is time to highlight and to categorize them to see where my money went and if there are bills that I can pretty much cut back. So this sheet right here pretty much tells me exactly what that is. So when I say that I am going to be highlighting my bills, so I'm going to take all of my credit cards that I pay for the month, and I am going to highlight them a specific color. Now, I wanted to use my dots, so these aren't the same color as my markers, so I do have some extra ones on the side to match my dots. But next month, I'm going to go back to my coded ones that I have here, just being extra, because I ended up getting, because I had dots in my sticker book, so that's why I wanted to use that. Let's look at the bills that I pay for the month. So these are all of my monthly bills that I have to pay each month. A lot of people, they like to do fixed expenses and they like to do variable expenses. I like to just pretty much just put it all together and say, hey, these are the bills that I have, so that I'm not thinking too much about it, because either way, the bills still have to get paid. Example of a fixed expense would be like your mortgage, because my mortgage is the same every month. Another fixed expense would be Aiden's daycare, because, well, his after school, because it is $90 every single week, unless they send out a notice saying, hey, we're going up for next year, so we're going to add an extra $5, so that'll be $95. But I would still count that as a fixed expense. Now, we also have variable expenses, which is like your water bill. Every month, my water bill is not the same. It's always something different. So I would consider this as being a variable expense. And then I have AEP, seriously a variable expense, because this thing goes up, well, rarely comes down. But it's the amounts are always constantly changing. So that's what I consider as fixed and variable expenses. Now for variable expenses, they are a bit trickier since they fluctuate, but tracking them helps me plan better for my month and also to plan for the next month. So that is why I tell you guys I don't do the yearly bill tracker. I always have a bill tracker in every month of my section, because my bills here, some of them are always changing. They're never the same. So let's go ahead and let's highlight our bills. The first one we're going to do is credit card. So like I said, I use dots, but I'm going to use pink. So how I do this is I take all of my credit card bills, so which is this one. We got Wells, and then the next credit card we have is Lowe's. The next one we have is Discover. So what I do next is I just pretty much add these up. So we got 215, 107, and then we got 238. So that is a total of $560 a month in credit cards. And like I said, when you do this, that makes the numbers realistic. And you're like, what am I doing? So next I have this yellowish color. I'm just going to use this one, and this is going to be for utilities and home. So this will include my mortgage. This will include WODA. This will include my electricity, security, same thing, Netflix, and Xfinity. I like to keep that with entertainment. So all of that is for that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think I'm done. Okay, so we got 1741, and you see how this makes it easier to add the numbers up because you see all of the colors that match. Okay, so that is $2,080.45. All right, so next we have Aiden, my son. So his is going to be a blue color. So we're going to go with all of his after school. So that'll be that one. That'll be that one. And that'll be that one. Woo! Y'all, after school, before and after school can be expensive, but it could be more than this because I remember I was usually doing like what, 145, 165 or 145 a week for all day, which that will continue in the summertime. All right, so let's go ahead and write 360 here. All right, so let me put my pen so I can easily grab it. So next we have all of my car expenses, and I guess that's gray. I don't really have a gray marker, so I'm just going to use my Tombow. So that's car. So that will be just Geico insurance. So we have 185.10. We don't need to add that. All right. So next we have entertainment, and entertainment is green. Now I don't have any green, so I'm just going to try to use this one. I mean, I guess I could use that. Well, I'll just use this one. All right, green, we have, that's close enough, Netflix, and we have Xfinity. And you see, guys, how easy this is. So we got $15.49 plus $75. And then we have $90.49. And then we have health, which is purple. I didn't really have a regular purple. I guess I could have used that one. I'm just going to use this one. All right, so that is $82. Okay. So this right here shows me what I'm spending in each category. So I've got all of that done. So now let's move over to the next step. So the next step, you want to look at it and say what worked and what didn't. Now that everything is tracked, I can see what worked well. If I stayed under budget. If under budget, what I mean by that is, did I spend more on my credit cards? Or did the WOTA bill go up? How much did that go up? Is that something that I need to save a little bit extra more next month or plan for that event of my WOTA bill going up? Because I know some months, it's some things they have going on that they say that it just automatically go up even if you're not using more or not. I don't understand that, but like I said, you have to go with your utilities. You can't go without lights, you can't go without WOTA, so those are things are non-negotiables. You have got to have those. Also, this is a good thing to see if areas of where you overspent, and what I mean by overspent is, do I really need Xfinity? Yes, I do, because I need the internet. Do I really need Netflix? Now, when I did have Xfinity at first, I did have cable TV, and I didn't realize it, so I was just paying for it. But then I was like, hey, you're spending $132. That's how much it was before. When you can drop that price down, I ended up getting it for $75 for TV that I wasn't even watching, because we watch Netflix a lot, and we stream, and we get Disney, and we get Hulu, and we get ESPN free with our Verizon cell phone. So the Verizon cell phone is more of like a business expense. So that's why you don't see my Verizon. I used to have it on there, but I use my phone, like, I would say, like, I'm going to give it like 95% of the time. It's like for my business stuff. So that's why you don't see the cell phone on my monthly bill tracker for my personal budget. What I want you to get from this video is that closing out the month always feels so satisfying. So seeing the numbers and using the highlighter really helps me stay organized and accountable for what I am spending. Now I am ready to set my February budget, which that's going to be another video where we're going to sit down and set up February. So I've got to get that one done. So guys, we are pretty much done. This was super easy, nothing hard, nothing over the top. So if this video inspired you guys to close out your budget, y'all give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and like for more cash stuffing and budgeting content. So, and until next time, guys, peace.